Born ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Good But Not Soft podcast. We are joined by multiple guests today here on our first outdoor podcast. So if there are any technical difficulties, it's our first time outside. So let's start right here with this man in the white cowboy hat. What's your name? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Bill Jorgensen, and I'm from Tallahassee, Florida.
I'm also from Florida, Miami, that is.
But I'm not from
Also,
Florida.
you're the only one from Florida.
Also named Bill.
My name is
Bill.
Damon Hughes. I'm related to some of these people, unfortunately, but just Ron. That's the only But I am currently pastoring in Southeast Ohio. I have an amazing wife. I have 2 amazing children, and the other 2. So that's
I don't think they asked you any of that.
About himself.
All right.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Now, Eric,
The man down
6
at the
foot
end.
white with glasses. That's what it's
Man down at the end, what
Tell
is
us-
your name? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, so you did ask it. My name is Eric Hughes. I am Ben and Josh's uncle and Ron's friend. And I think I think I'd claim him as my brother. I was told I had to. Our mom says that.
apparently it's hard to disown a brother.
And I am a pastor in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Woo!
And I have a wife and 3 daughters.
A wife
Girl
and
dad.
3 daughters.
Lots of girls.
Adeline is very,
I'm also a girl dad.
Adeline is very disappointed
Yes.
that y'all, very jealous, I guess, that y'all get to live in Colorado Springs. And she listens to Adventures in Odyssey every night, and she can't wait to visit y'all so she can go to Adventures
Yep.
in Odyssey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Eugene and Connie live right down the road from us.
Right there.
I had my honeymoon at Colorado Springs. Wife and I spent a week there, and just about every night we went to the Garden of the Gods.
For your
'Cause-
honeymoon?
No, on our way back to our Airbnb, Garden of the Gods was about 5 minutes away, and so we took a little detour every time. And real beautiful state out there, Eric.
Thank you. I don't own it, but
but if you'd let him.
it has nothing to do,
the
nothing to
garden
do with
yours?
me.
The state of Colorado, if you'll give it to him, he'll take
Garden
it.
yours?
No.
Okay, so we've
Been
got
to the
some.
Garden of the Peasants. That's
We've got
a few questions for y'all.
yeah.
That's in Arizona. That's the desert.
We'll begin with Jamin. We'll start with, if you could have coffee with any historical figure, who would it be?
Well, I don't drink coffee, so that's a dud right off the bat.
If you were to drink tea,
If
I feel like that has to be a
English.
patriot. Right off the ship into the harbor.
Podcast. Don't bring up
no tea.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
we should
you're
have had
right.
something to throw into
The
the
Sons
lake.
of Liberty. Yeah.
Man, if I could hang out with anyone, oh, that'd be tough. Well, since it's 4th of July, I'm gonna be go easy on this one. George Washington,
George Washington.
George
Why George
Washington?
Washington out of all of them?
incredible man, humble, honest man.
Has some crazy teeth.
So we'd fit right in. I might have a couple more than him, so he might get jealous. But I have
Okay,
to wear a wig.
now Eric,
Yeah.
how about you? Same question. If you could have coffee with any historical figure, who would it be?
And we know you drink coffee because
Well,
you're
first-
actually drinking
I
hot
was.
coffee.
It's actually gone.
in
So if I
over
could get
90 degree
more,
weather.
so I'm just gonna pretend now.
Throw
Let's
your
see.
cup down and see if you get another one.
Anyone in history.
Yes.
He doesn't know history, so this might take time.
It could be short because I don't know. I literally
That's a good
hear
answer.
Crickets. I should think it's grasshoppers. Oh, I don't know. I think like King David from the Bible.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Going real far back.
I don't know if they
Introduce him to
drank coffee. It might have been like next level for David.
Then would have been totally different for sure.
His poetry might have been a lot like up a notch.
Psalm
It would have
119
been more
was
upbeat.
shorter.
A little more hyper. He skips the word.
I guess next question. What, or if you could write a book tomorrow, what would you name it? If you were to write a book tomorrow, what
We'll
would
go
you
with
name
Eric.
it?
Eric.
Are we writing a book? Like,
If you were to write a book tomorrow, what would its name be?
I always have lots of book titles in my head, but the latest one is Standards.
Standards by Eric
It's about
Hughes.
flags.
Standards. No, it's not. It's ironically about standards.
What? I'd have never guessed that.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
Yes.
All right, Jamin. Same
next-
question to you.
Well, if I was to write a book, which is a stretch, it would probably be the one that I started a long time ago, which is called The Fate of Anthropolis.
Okay, hold on.
Back when he was 5.
Hold on.
17, actually.
Now
You-
you 12 years old.
Do I know this?
I don't know, do you?
You started a book.
I wrote like 5 chapters of a book, and I have the trilogy in here and have had it in here for 15 years.
So what is Anthropolis? A person or a town?
It is. What does Anthropolis mean? You're the expert. Do you know what it means?
It's actually a Greek city on top of Olympus.
Not quite.
I was getting there.
I was getting there.
It is Greek, 2 Greek words that means the city of man. And so the idea of the fate of Anthropolis is the fate of man. And the reigning kingdom was at Sanctus Castle. Does that word ring a bell to you?
No, I'm not a Greek scholar.
Well, my book seems lame now.
I have a book I could show
I
you.
feel like there's C.S. Lewis.
I like to go back to my first
Dude,
book title.
My dream for a book is about an old dude who lives on furs that his hound dog trees and trees, and I was gonna call it Living on a Bay. Play on words there.
Just
That
wasting time?
that just came to mind one day, and that was like my goal. I don't.
That would be a good hook.
No, but ironically, I never had seen Lord of the Rings or Star Wars or any of those. Just basic.
How about C.S.
Lewis?
I was like,
Narnia
C.S.
was all
Lewis
I
would
had
be-
seen when I came up with this, but I don't like writing. I'm not patient enough, and I'm too much of a perfectionist. So trying to get it down on paper and then to make sense. So like, I could honestly, if we had a longer podcast, I could tell you the whole trilogy right now.
Unfortunately, we don't.
But I could probably tell you what I have written down in
Next question.
10 seconds. No, just kidding. But
All right, here we go. This is
Well,
a good one.
I'll say this: back in your day, we didn't have the tech for you guys to.
Yeah, there definitely
kinda
wasn't podcasts back
expedite
in
that.
our day. Yeah.
But
We didn't
now,
That was called
It is-
talk radio.
I will tell you
Yes.
this. I will tell you this. My draft for that book, since you brought this up.
He was serious.
my
He had a draft.
for that book is on a Windows Me computer.
wow,
So
Bill
yeah,
Gates wasn't even alive then.
Was he not?
He was only a millionaire.
Yeah. Okay, here's a good one. What is your biggest hot take?
Hot
Excuse
pockets.
Jamin, let's start with you.
Next question.
I'm going to get an
Hot take.
explanation of the question.
You don't know what a hot
Can you
take
use
is?
the question in a
Specifically, yeah,
sentence?
let's
Just
get
in
let's get
general.
some specific.
What
Okay.
definition
So
here?
a hot take is like like,
Remember, you're
sometimes
talking
it's
to an
on-
older generation
Sometimes it's
here.
on like
We're
Hot
gonna
take:
have
Taylor
podcasts
Swift's running
back
as a
in our
Democrat
day.
this fall.
no.
What is it?
So things like that. So like hot. So say like
said hot take, Taylor Swift's
Swift
run-
isn't a good artist. A lot of people think she is, so that's the controversial take.
I've never
That's
seen any
less
of her
people.
paintings.
I live under a rock.
Like say like you're a Star Wars fan, so a hot take is that you
Guardian
know
of the Gods by
this
the
is bad or blah blah things like that. You know, so it could be like something that you believe that others don't, like a theory
So hot-
idea.
so
Or an unpopular opinion.
or like an unpopular opinion of
That
yours.
Iron Man
An
is
unpopular
not
pi-
the best Marvel character.
I agree.
Well, that's a hot take. There we go.
I agree
I don't
with
think that's a
that.
hot take because I agree.
He's not my favorite, but I feel like
But I feel
statistically
I
he's
feel
the
like
best
maybe
because
not,
just
maybe not
monetary
in
and
my
what he's done.
personal group of people I talk to, but I feel like overall Iron Man is like the favorite. And even people who are like, yeah, I like him, but I don't know about this. In the end, he gave his life for everyone. Look, he's amazing.
You
It's
just
yeah,
spoiled
that's like the one good
10
For
years.
anyone who hasn't watched that
the
movie from
history.
6 years ago, I'm sorry.
It's actually been probably, 9 years, 10 years.
Eric spoiled The Chosen for me the other
Back
day.
in our day. Yeah, he hadn't read that story before.
We were talking about The Chosen, and he's like, have you seen the episode where Peter walks on water? I was like,
What?
Yeah, wow.
Well, don't go read the Bible. It's full of spoilers.
Yeah, don't read your Bible before you've seen The Chosen.
Spoiler
That's what the
alert.
pastor's done.
Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't read the Bible, and even if you have, the spoiler alert is if you love Jesus, you win in the end.
Yeah, Jesus wins.
Yeah, that's actually more accurate.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But
Eric,
he's
do you
the
have a
pastor
hot
here.
take?
So are you.
So
This is like-
my greatest what?
Like, you have a hot take. It's like a controversial, like an unpopular opinion.
Do I have an unpopular?
Yes, he has a ton of unpopular opinions.
Men shouldn't wear. No, I'm not gonna say that. Our producer just told. No, the producer just told me I can't
Just
say that.
whispering in my ear. I can hear voices inside my head telling me.
There's a lot of filtering right now
What's
going
that,
on.
Jason? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't know. I'm sure I have one.
Well, if you want, we can go to
We'll
the
go to
next
the next
question.
one. Go to the next question.
Okay, we're almost done with the list of questions.
Yeah, tell me. Okay, Jamin, what's a hot topic? Hot
take.
pocket? What is
Hot
it?
take.
Hot take of mine.
That's actually
There's a lot, though.
a
That's
little bit more accurate. Just say one.
So
You just say one.
Eric doesn't care for Dude Perfect.
I
don't
actually
think
don't
that's
care
accurate.
for him to.
Okay.
Or
I don't
them.
mind Dude Perfect. I don't watch Dude Perfect. I don't watch a lot of things. Like
But since you brought up Taylor
No, just
Swift,
So,
Taylor Swift.
Next
I don't watch
question.
her either. Next question.
if you could live in a different time period,
Ooh.
what would it be?
Ooh.
So, Josh, what was yours?
All of them.
Like the 17th century, 18th century?
Do we have to put a year with it?
No.
Like,
I'm terrible at the
I
year.
said like like World War II or like Middle Ages.
no,
or
Pioneer
something.
days.
That's
American exploration.
that was mine.
Lewis and Clark
But
expedition.
I went for like
Something like
18th
that.
century. Like
That-
we're
I'd,
going,
I'd have probably died. But
no,
it would have been
Cross
very.
somewhere
we're going
Missouri.
Yeah.
way back.
Yeah.
That's where the Pilgrims
Yeah.
came over.
Like I wanted
No,
to be
it's
like
That's why.
an unmarked grave somewhere across
the
America
fourth-
that y'all
15th
found.
century.
See, the problem. My thing with
I
that
don't know.
question is, are we able to safely observe the time period, or are we actively involved?
Are we
in that time
guaranteed
You're involved
life,
in it.
or do we die?
No.
You're involved
like-
in that time period. You live.
You may
period? It's
die.
like y'all are bringing
That's
up
why I didn't
wars.
go with
I
like
don't
Middle
know if
East,
I wanna go to the
Middle
war.
Ages, Middle Ages,
Middle Ages,
not
yeah.
Middle
So
Eastern time.
You go
Actual
there,
Lana.
Middle
and you
Ages.
die of the plague in the Middle Ages.
I mean, it would have. Yeah. How far back do we get to go?
however far back you want to go.
Because like seeing dinosaurs would have been pretty
You
sweet.
just can't go before the beginning of time.
Why not?
Is that not in
You put
time?
stipulations on it?
Is that not in time? What
No,
about?
it's not actually.
You want to talk about string theory? What are we gonna
Omnipresent.
segue into now?
Multiversal theory.
Yeah, because-
there's a multiversal war coming.
We'll just
Anyways.
stop at American exploration. I think that would.
If I could be an innocent observer, Napoleonic era in Europe or World War II would be really fascinating, and I enjoy that part of history.
Yeah.
But as far as living in that time period, that'd be a little rough. So I don't know. Maybe first century, and hopefully I'm in the right place to welcomely receive God's word when it was first spread out.
So you want to meet Paul,
Barnabas,
Barnabas,
John Mark,
Timothy?
Timothy.
Any of them?
that guy
Okay.
that they just say, and all your brothers welcome them. One of those guys.
One of those. One of the brothers.
I hope that was in frame.
That would have been cool.
That big old
Oh,
turkey
that's an
vulture just flew
epic.
right through.
Nice.
Okay,
Carrying
so
off
last
someone.
we're almost done. Favorite movie series specifically.
Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne. Okay.
One of the favorite, just offhand.
Does Band of Brothers count?
Is it a movie series? It's like
It's a
episodes.
mini-series.
I feel like that though you have to have. Never mind.
Movie series. My wife is telling me to say Love Comes Softly
Where's your wife?
in my head.
The producer again. My agent has just told me that it's not good for me to say this.
Series. Oh, man. Does YouTube movies count?
Do they count?
is it
Or
movies?
Is it actually a movie?
Yeah.
Movie, what's the
movies.
definition of a movie? Let's break this down.
I don't think we have that much time.
Oh,
Or internet?
Or internet.
do we have?
Yeah,
the
we have like
definition
no
of movie?
internet out here.
Man, I don't know. As far as a movie series,
documentaries on World War II.
I'll give you
Nailed it.
What's that one you used to have? The
Victory
set?
at Sea.
Victories at Sea. Yeah.
Victory in the Pacific. Yeah, all those.
Okay,
The
so
National Geographic.
here we go.
Blue Planet.
Favorite fiction books.
Those are good though.
Ooh, favorite fiction books.
Fiction book or books, whichever.
Job.
So
That is in fact not fiction.
So
I don't know, it's debatable.
recently in the last couple years, I've discovered it's called the Lion of War series, and it is so far I think there's 3 out, and it's David and his mighty men from the Bible. What is the author's name? If you're out there, I'm
can't
sorry,
remember.
I can't remember your name.
Well,
I
wanna
have
say
a feeling he's
Graham.
not
I wanna
one
say
of our
something
50
Graham.
people that watch.
Yeah, but he might sometime. And here's your anyway. Lion of War series, 3 books, but it's about David and his mighty men. Very biblically based, but very creative, imaginative content
It's very based.
that I think is excellent. Very based. And but that it would still be considered fictional, I think, because
Yeah,
he
I
makes
like
it
it.
up. So
I'd say
that's
so.
but that's a more
Historical
that's a
fiction.
recent
Yeah.
that's a very recent one that I've liked. This is very very good.
Okay, Jamin, fiction book.
Oh man. See, I don't really do fiction books, except the one that's in my head that I haven't written yet.
You cannot pick your own book as your favorite.
I don't know. I haven't read it all yet.
Electric Pal. Let's do that song.
I mean, Chronicles of Narnia, pretty good. So
Pretty good.
I don't think that would count.
Wait,
Man,
that's
what was
not
one I was
fiction.
thinking of recently?
So how about this? You might like this one better. Favorite non-fiction books
Oh,
or book.
that's hard.
That one's not any better
So
because
y'all-
there's way too
Non-fiction,
many.
that one got more
So y'all are pastors.
I was gonna say you
let's-
talk to
The
pastors.
Bible,
so it's a
the
little
Bible
different.
doesn't
So,
count.
let's
They
do
said I
out-
had to pick another one.
Excluding the Bible because y'all are pastors, so that's the right answer.
Okay, Acts.
I tried that as well. I tried.
So
Second
did you
book
say
of Enoch.
books or book?
Book or books, whatever. Series, whatever.
Wow. That puts
Single book, series, whatever. Yes.
It's options.
I don't know. There's so many.
Well, I'll let you think.
You'd have to pick a genre.
No.
Is it genre or genre?
What's one of your
pick a
favorite ones
topic.
that you've had recently then?
Huh?
What's one of your favorites that you've read recently then?
Brave by Faith was one I read not that long ago by Alistair Begg.
Okay.
That was really good. Very simple. If anyone wants to read it, talks about Daniel in the Bible.
His revolve around Daniel a lot.
No, that was David.
Or David, sorry, my
David,
bad.
Daniel, the
Hey,
Bible. They revolve
it's been
around
a
the
week.
Bible.
I'm tired.
If you want like what would you say, a secular book, I listened to Atomic Habits not long ago, and that's
That's a
excellent.
very good book. It's
excellent.
very clear.
Yeah, written by Clear too. So yeah, very clear. It says right on the cover how clear.
So, Jamin, how about you?
Well, I can tell you the 2 books I read last week are Knowledge of the Holy.
He's only read 2 books.
No. Get this, I haven't read them. I listened to them.
Oh, okay.
The 2 books I read last week are Knowledge of the Holy by A.W. Tozer and No Easy
Good
Day.
books.
No easy
Yeah.
day.
Have you ever read No Easy Day before? Or listened
this
to?
is the first time I've finished it.
Have you guys done No Easy Day?
I've not heard of that
I'd
book.
gotten
good
through
one.
the first 4 or 5 chapters twice, but it was right before we got married, and I mean my wife and I, not us. And then shortly after that, tried to read it again, and then just.
So this is a pretty old book.
No Easy
mean,
Day is SEAL Team 6 guy, Bin Laden raid, basically. Is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was before the other dudes
Before
wrote
the
his book.
operator by Robert O'Neill.
Yeah.
I was
It's
gonna-
before there was as much
Before
information
Robert O'Neill
allowed
was
to be
known.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like,
But I was
So
gonna-
No Easy Day was written under a alias.
It refers to people by Batman and Superman and
and then like groups
those
too.
are-
It's more like instead of individual people, it's kind of more
Right.
as the collective.
It's not a
I said
specific,
Osama
right,
bin Laden because they knew that
Yeah.
who he was.
no
Yeah.
one was going to go out.
No one cared.
What was
They were
his
sorry
name?
going after it.
Osama bin Laden?
Knowing the mission.
No.
Who?
Who?
The guy?
What's
When they
Which
say
one?
they got him.
Oh, Robert
Oh,
O'Neill.
Geronimo.
No, yeah, Geronimo.
Geronimo.
Yeah,
Oh,
Geronimo,
call sign-
Geronimo,
the call
EKI.
sign for
EKI.
Bin Laden.
A.
But
Goodness.
no, I was getting ready to work out, which, believe it or not, every now and then I try to do. And the only audio. Sorry, I thought of a joke. The only audiobook that I had in my playlist at the time was The Knowledge of the Holy.
That's right. To keep that in so bad.
Oh,
We
yeah.
just got derailed. There's nothing like brotherly love.
But I was going to work out a little bit, and the only book I had in my playlist at the time was The Knowledge of the Holy. And that just didn't seem
Too
like
easy.
a good book to work out to. And so I went and searched around, and I found No Easy Day. And yeah, I've read a few
Yeah,
chapters
work out,
a
No
couple
Easy
times,
Day.
so I went for it. And, I worked out about 10 minutes and listened to a book about an incredible guy, did all kinds of crazy stuff, and then I'm never getting there, so I quit. But as far as favorite, I recently read, and it is definitely one of my favorite books, is Louis Giglio, Don't Give the Enemy a Seat at Your Table.
I have not
Yeah.
read that one yet.
It really kind of just gives you a good reminder and puts in perspective. So many times as humans, we just think, you know, when temptation comes around and when it lingers, we almost feel like, okay, we just have to give up. Can't keep doing this. And just gives a good reminder that one, you don't even have to get. And one thing I like about it is it's not just talking about temptation, but anything, bitterness, hateful thoughts, jealousy, any sort of thought that the devil puts in your mind that isn't good and godly, don't even let him sit at the table. Get rid of him.
You're
Kick
kind
him
of
down
just
the
staring
road.
at Eric.
And it's pretty neat.
Sorry, I was zoned out for a second. Yes, no, very good.
So as far as favorite, that's definitely up there.
Well said.
Okay, so yeah, good one. So
Hey,
I
are you
think
cheating reading the questions?
Oh, that's why his answers are better than mine. So I was
think-
wondering.
They've
Now-
got
He's
optional
always been
answers.
smarter than me. but-
yes. Okay.
Why
so,
doesn't mine
Is
have?
there a list of answers? Sorry,
So-
I'm zoned out.
Sorry, it says
We
to make
got-
you more comfortable.
we got through the list of questions.
Oh,
Well, this is
We
a
skipped
list of
through
some.
So the last few minutes
Audio,
of the
I mean.
podcast, the audio and video are just going to be way off.
that's okay. Everything I said wasn't that great, anyways.
Well, I mean, we've got
All
audio.
questions on the
So I'll
side.
just
like,
add,
what?
as far as hobbies,
My hobbies?
saying,
What kind of everything?
I don't spend as much time in it now as I used to, but I would say fish keeping probably is a hobby.
Fish
So,
keeping is a hobby.
Fish keeping.
Sounds like chores.
Like Nemo
chores,
and
It is chores when the grass starts
Fish
growing. and I-
eating
Doors.
might be a hobby.
Are you trying to say something about me?
You don't.
Actually,
That's not from fish.
This is not exactly what cream is.
That's where it started.
okay.
Yes.
So this
Hogan's
is
Heroes. That is my favorite non-fictional movie series.
so. This is supposed to be our 4th of July episode.
And we've talked about nothing.
hey,
about Fourth of
what
July.
if
brought up
we
George
ended this
Washington
one
and
here?
Hogan's Heroes.
Oh, I like
And just like this is a
Let's
separate
redo
episode?
in the hobbies. Okay,
And
we're
then
gonna redo
do
that. Hold on.
another one.
I've come up with a better list
Shorter,
of
like
hobbies.
15 minutes.
Hold on.